Hi everyone. I recently ordered some Mexican crazy lace agate from eBay, and the seller made a mistake and sent me the wrong stuff. So to kind of make up for his mistake, he threw in some flame agate also. Problem is, I don't know which is which. I don't deal with a lot of large Mexican crazy lace like this, and I don't really know what flame agate is. I've seen stuff called flame agate, but I imagine there's more than one kind. So my guess is that this really red piece is the flame agate. Not sure about some of these others. This one's kind of red also. So I'm going to be slicing this stuff up. I thought we'd take a look at it before we slice it and then after. I don't know if this is great rock or if it's okay rock or if it's horrible rock. I really just don't have that much experience with this. So we're going to slice it up and find out. So this is the biggest piece. It's got some crystal vugs in there, which isn't real great for cutting. I'd rather have some solid pieces, but they're kind of interesting to look at. This one's got the same thing in here, but hopefully as I slice over here, they're not all the way through the whole rock. So I don't know if there's too much to look at here. This one's kind of more white than the other ones. I can definitely see some of the crazy lace pattern in here. Once again, there's just crystal pockets all over this thing, so we'll see what happens. Here's another. This one looks pretty solid. I don't see a lot of pattern in it, but hopefully when we get inside it gets a little bit better. And this one's a little different. Kind of similar to that one, but not quite. So I'm going to spend the next few days slicing this up. It's going to take a while, and then I'll come back and show you at least the best pieces. We probably won't look at all of them because there's going to be a lot. So see you in a little bit. Well, I'm done, but that was a lot of cutting. I probably spent about 4 days cutting these rocks, and then I had some other rocks I cut also. So I think that saw's been running pretty much all day long for the last 6 days, 6 or 7 days. It's been a long time. But anyhow, they're all done, so let's take a look at them. So this stuff was sold to me as crazy lace agate, and then there was some flame agate thrown in. And I gotta say, I'm kind of disappointed in the batch as a whole. The idea here was to get some rock to make a pendant for my son, because he specifically requested a really cool crazy lace agate pendant. And that doesn't look like crazy lace to me. That's not even a very pretty rock in my opinion. So I don't know what stuff was supposed to be the crazy lace and what's supposed to be the flame, but there's supposed to be 10 pounds of crazy lace and 5 pounds of flame agate in here. So here's, I'm not sure what, I guess maybe flame agate because it doesn't look like crazy lace. So I'll try to get some of these wet as we go along. Now that's a cool looking rock. It's just not really, doesn't look like crazy lace to me. But still, I like that one. This top piece is broke a little bit there, but I mean, I guess there's a little bit of a lace pattern down there, but not very crazy. Get this so you can see without a big glare on it. Probably still a little bit of oil on it from the saw. All right, what's next? Let's take a look at this one. A little end cut here. These end cuts will go in the tumbler, and then the other stuff, the idea was to make jewelry, but this stuff along here is pretty porous. So this is the good stuff right here. And so maybe I could get a cab out of there, but not super interesting material. Anyhow, that's that one. I wouldn't call that crazy lace. This one was, I cut it multiple different directions, so I couldn't figure out exactly how to put it all back together. But I think this went off of this end, or came off of this end, and this was on the other end. I turned it, but it's all going to fall apart. So anyhow, here's the end cut. I'll just sort of flip through these quick. Some crystals there. Now this does have some crazy lace looking stuff in here. It's a little more crazy than the other ones. Got some cool crystal pockets, but that's not very great for making a pendant. It'd be okay if it was small and I could go around it and leave that in the middle. That'd be cool, but I'm not sure if that one's going to lend itself to that because it goes really wide here. Kind of a cool rock. And here's the other end. So this is cut in a different direction. I like that zigzaggy thing, except that's all porous, that dark red stuff there in the middle. And that one I might be able to get some sort of a cool cab out of. When I say cab, I mean cabochon, which is, if you're not familiar with that word, that's a kind of like an oval shape. It doesn't have to be an oval shape, but kind of a domed thing that you'd make a pendant out of. I do like the zigzags in that, but there's pits in it. That's a hole right there, in case you can't tell. Kind of a cool rock. All right, let's take a look at this one, I guess. Smaller rock. So, kind of neat. Not really crazy lace. More of a mossy agate, I'd say. Alright, here's another big one. It's in two piles. There's a long, kind of skinny rock. Let's take this one first. And it kind of broke as I was cutting this one. That's going to happen. It's understandable that happens. Crystal pocket there. Kind of transparent through here. It's kind of neat. And the other half of that rock is here. Okay, here's a smaller one. Making a mess here. Here's the first cut off it. And then let's sort of lay these out here. So this one had kind of holes all the way through it. So, I don't know. Would you call that crazy lace? It's kind of cool looking. And there's this big rock, and I managed to slice it so it's not very wide. I managed to slice it the long way, expose the most rock out of it. This is all very porous all through here, so a little bit of good rock over in this area. Fun colors. All right, got 4 more rocks. Hang in there. Here's the end cut off of this one. And this may be flame agate, I don't know. It's got a lot of holes in it, little crystal pockets all the way through, but that's a pretty cool looking rock. I like this one. Isn't that neat? Good colors. All the reds and a little pink down in here. And this is the end cut. So this will go in the tumbler because the other side looks like that. So I'll probably break it up into smaller pieces before I put it in the tumbler. And this one's interesting. I cut a real thin piece off of the end here. I don't have it here anymore, but I think this is sort of a seam sort of an agate. And I probably should have cut it in the other direction, but it was really narrow, so you know, it's just not very thick, so I wouldn't have gotten very much out of it. But isn't that cool how I got that? Just got the edge. You can see over here. Just got the edge of that white stuff. So I think if I make a cab out of that might stay on the top and then go to red in the bottom. Might be a neat cab. Here's the next piece. Almost all black with a little bit of red. And then it just goes into pure black. So really only one good slab out of this one, but that one's really good. I like that a lot. Here's one that's it's mostly red. So this might be another one of the flame agates. Nice color of red. Kind of goes white in the middle, which is kind of weird. But I do like this one. Some little dots up in there. And then on this piece, we get into some kind of white agate in the corner there. I wish that was right in the middle of the cab so I could actually, or the slab, so I could actually use it in a cab or a cabochon. And then the end cut is here. Okay, one last one. And as far as crazy lace goes, I'd say this is the closest to being actual crazy lace. Kind of broke up a little bit here, but then we get into some pretty fun stuff there. That's pretty cool looking. All right, I'll put some links to some other rock slabbing videos if you like this sort of thing. And I'll see you next time.